To launch any product, you need to start from the market research. And today I want to show you how to use Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, or Perplexity for market research and receive the nice numbers that you can use for developing and launching your products. Because numbers is crucial. You need to know the market size, you need to know the capitalizations, the audience, and the tips how to promote your product. So today I show you 4 products, 1 prompt that you can download and use in these products and receive the nice output. So let's start. So let's start from idea. I have 3 kids and I want to release some book for kids about the money, how to actually work with money, how to build wealth, how to manage money more wisely, etc. And my idea to develop and launch the small book in digital and print version. So today I want to do research using these 4 tools that I mentioned before regarding these kids books, stores, availability, and how to develop and how to promote, and what kind of providers I can use to help me develop and promote these books. But otherwise, you can use these methods for different ideas or vision. If you want to promote something on Etsy, or if you want to promote your App Store application, or you want to promote your physical product that you want to sell in the physical market. So now let's start from the book and the research. I will want to show you my prompt and my approach, how to prepare before you start. So my first step always is create some simple brief vision about your product. And I recommend you answer to 4 questions. It's what, why now, who, and what different. So here's my answers to these 4 questions. What? A book or small series that teaches kids how to actually to work with money, print and digital format. Why now? Because I have 3 kids and I see this with my friends' kids too. Money is changing faster than ever, and kids need to understand it early. Digital money, different currency, the idea that money should work for you. This isn't an optional anymore. Who? It's parents of kids aged, let's say 7 to 12, who want to start money conversation early. They want to give their kids a real understanding, not just save your allowance. So, and what difference? What I see that every book I have seen on this topic is either too simple or too complicated. Nothing is built for how money actually work today, because we have digital money, we have physical money. I want to focus less on just money itself and more on making money work for you. Saving for something you want, splitting money when you get it, let it grow instead of just sitting here. So it's my simple brief that I will use now in AI model. But let's start from ChatGPT, and I want to complete this brief with my prompt. So here's my prompt. If you want to download and use this prompt, link in the description. So I use always the same structure when I want to create one completed prompt for deep research. And here's the simple 3 steps. The first step, AI will ask me 3 questions to clarify my idea based on my short brief that we completed before. Then AI give me the 5 questions that I should get answered through the deep research. This means I ask these 5 questions to deep model when I will do deep research. And AI put everything in one completed prompt that I can just copy and paste in our deep research run. So now let's go to ChatGPT. I will use ChatGPT. You can use different AI models. What you prefer is based on your ideas, based on your use cases, and what else. So now let's go to ChatGPT and put everything in one. So I copy and paste our prompt that I showed before from Notion. And also I just copy and paste our answer for brief. What, why now, who was different, and etc. Doesn't matter what kind of model you will choose, because now we need just to answer the 3 simple questions. I hope it will be simple, but we'll see what kind of questions we'll receive from AI model. I run this and let's see. So nice. We received 3 questions. What should children be able to do after reading the book? How do you want kids to experience the content? Nice. What boundaries should be product have? So now I need to answer these 3 questions and run again, and then we'll receive 5 questions that we need to ask AI during deep research. So give me a couple of seconds. I will answer to 3 these questions. So I answered to three my questions. I used voice recording when I answer. I just plain text in simple form as you prefer, maybe different language. It doesn't matter. I answered to three questions, and that now I received five questions. What I need to ask deep research, what the kind of questions I need to ask during the deep research. Yes, and it's different questions. Of course, you can edit these questions. You don't like it, but for myself, for this example, we can use this now. And then AI created for me the completed deep research prompt that I can just copy and paste during the deep research. And if you will see, it's so long prompt with different topics that we need to cover. Here's the children age. Here's what competing product exists, and etc. etc. It's so long document that you need to just copy and paste, or you can download and run during the deep research. And now let's go the next step. I will run the same prompt in four different tools. I will show you the whole process. So I downloaded our prompt that I showed you before, and now I want to use these four tools, and I prepared these four tools, but now I want to highlight. You can use deep research in different tools, but in some tools you need to have subscriptions. For example, in ChatGPT you can use for free, but it's limited per month, and it's use more a small model for deep research, but you can use for free. Gemini you also can use for free, and I will use a free version Gemini and show you their output. But Claude and Perplexity you cannot use with free version. You need the premium. So now let's run our prompt in Perplexity, and we'll see what kind of output we'll receive. Also, I prepared a ChatGPT, the same deep research, add some simple text, edit our brief. Then same with Claude, to change the deep research mode. You can choose it here, and let's run. You can choose different model here, Sonnet, Thunderbolt Opus, different, but doesn't matter for my case. Then also can use Gemini. It's free version for me. Let's see, I choose here is Flash, because when you use 3.5 Flash, you can choose here deep research mode. It's limited one or two per some day or hours. I don't remember exactly, but it's enough for you if you will use not often, but if you want to use a lot of deep research per day, of course you need buy subscription. Okay, let's run here, and let's wait. It takes some time before we start. For example, here, Claude ask a couple of questions. You can disable all tools, of course, because it doesn't matter for deep research, because I use Claude for different cases per my day. Here, ChatGPT prepared some research plan, and we can we can update this plan if you want, but I left as is, and let's see what we'll receive. So deep research is finished, and I receive a lot of information. I show it now, but you can read all these documents if you want and want to go deeply, and I recommend this. But now for case, I want to show you how to handle and work this and save your time. And I recommend you download these documents in Markdown file, and then we will use one tool to summarize everything and add all this document and work more deeply to create some roadmap steps, etc. So from Perplexity, we received a nice document. Then we received from ChatGPT, but ChatGPT for me is winner because it did research in more than 1,000, almost 1,300 resources, and we receive the nice document. It appeared the same structure, maybe, yes, but here we see some numbers, we see some roadmap, timeline, practical launch validation timeline. Nice. We have here some tables with details, sources, and etc. Also, we received from Claude this the nice document, the same structure, and etc. And also we received from Gemini. Here you can also download using the export to Docs, and it will export you to Docs, Google Docs, and then you can use download also in a Markdown file. Okay, now we have 4 files. for deep research from 4 models and how we can do and what we can do next. Here we have the few approaches how we can act and what kind of approach I recommend for you. So the first approach, you can create a project in Claude or ChatGPT. You can create project in free version Claude and in free version ChatGPT, and then add up to 5 documents. But this number change every time. But now it's around 5 documents. You can double check based on the date. So then you can use Cloud Cowork, but it's premium feature. You need a subscription, or you can use Perplexity Project. Same, you need a subscription, or you can use Gemini Notebook. Before it was Notebook LM, but they renamed this product, and add all these documents to look and use AI as clarify questions, ask more details. So in this case, I will show you how to create project in Claude and add all documents and then ask prompt that I showed you. And also, of course, you can download. So now let's go to Claude. I use Claude app, but also you can use Claude web version. It doesn't matter. Same interface you will find. So here you find the project tab. You go to project tab and then you can create the project. You need to rename this project. Let's say the book for kids. Then you can add any descriptions if you want to describe this project, goal, subject, and etc. It's just for you to remember what kind of project you working on, and or you can share this project with someone else, and that's all. So create the project, and the next step, what you need to do is add our deep research files. I've saved these all files to one folder. Let's give me a second. I will add everything. Okay, I added 4 deep research files, and also I added our brief that we created for deep research, because in this brief we have all details about our product and what we did and etc. So now when we added all this deep research, we can run the next prompt. So let's run my prompt. All prompts will be in one document and link in the descriptions. Here what I want to ask this AI, based on these projects, analyze attached brief, then analyze 4 deep research documents, then give me summary, what I want to focus on. But these 5 questions here can be different based on your product or what you want to understand. Yes, but for me, it's these 5 questions that I want to understand now based on this research. And then I want to receive the top 3 competitors from this deep research. And then now let's run this prompt and see what we'll receive. Okay, I finished with prompting, and now I want to show you result. Here, after the first prompt, I received a nice structure answers based on my questions about chapters, sections, where I need to focus for book 1, book 2, book 3, key market to focus, pricing, digital or print, and AI suggests based on deep research, focus only on print, because digital is so the battle already owned by well-founded apps and etc. So I guess we need to focus on printable. Then strongest content format recommendations, top competitors, and etc. Then I ask about 3 vendors that I want to contact when my book will finish, and recommend me the type of vendors. Also, then I ask, create for me the project plan that I need to focus and stick on this project to create these books. Create for me the 3 stages. Stage 1 is example book creation. I need to, my goal to create one fully formatted book. Stage 2, I need to do the first print, test print. Then I need to send the sample to providers. At 3 stage. I'm then asked to put all these 3 stages to empty document, because for me it's more so visual part that I prefer to work. I see how to act and etc. For stages, goal, steps for each stage. And you can decompile, use this to break down to more the task for each stage. If you prefer work with task, then what I did the next, I asked create for me the product requirement document for the book. What kind of book is it? Then what kind of pages I need to include, structure, character, because I want to focus on character and the goal for character for each chapter and etc. And now I have some product requirement document separated per books, because now we have 3 books depending on ages. Then we have some what I need to focus on is development focus, core theme. Then here is my repeatable chapter templates, goal sets. I choose the adventure scenario, and money problem appears into the book's level structure, character that must be included, because I want to include some character in this book. Of course, I need to read everything that I receive now, this product requirement document, that stages, because here maybe something that I don't like. I don't know exactly because I haven't read it yet. But now I have a lot of useful information that give me light to start and push me to start this project. So here is done, because you can continue play with chat, ask any questions if you want to go deeply in some details based on your product and etc. You can go deeply. If you need to receive something more specific about the product, you can run additional deep research with specific questions based structure that I showed you, and etc. So that's the whole process. I started from idea, and now I received and have the nice product requirement document and stages that I can focus on to deliver this book. You can do the same. Start from idea, transform everything to deep research, and then create product requirement document, project plan, and focus on this. If you have free subscriptions, focus on ChatGPT or Gemini. If you have paid subscription, you can choose any tools as I showed you today. So for the future updates about this book or new products or more videos like this, subscribe to the channel and see you later.